If you've been following Depp and Heard, you probably know there's a lot of things going on the outskirts with social media that aren't directly connected to things Depp and Heard did in court or in their relationship. And one person who's been heavily followed is Christopher Bowsey. I haven't personally covered him so much, but of course I know who he is. He is a pretty big Amber supporter. In many people's opinions, he puts out not so truthful statistics about Amber's accounts, her followers, the amount of people on her side, and things to that extent. Now, it seems that Elon Musk has some new rules that don't quite agree with Christopher and his platform. I'll get into that just a little bit. Now, I'm not here to say I agree or disagree with Elon's rules. My account's fine. I'm pretty cool with Twitter. I'm just going to talk about how it's affecting Christopher. So this person here, and shout out to them, HRH Countess Great House Fallen Off, says, some delicious news. Looks like Elon has finally figured out the misogynist creep called Bowsey. Thank you, Elon. Hashtag Elon Musk. Okay, well, I don't think Elon personally thought about this. I think Christopher got caught up in these new rules, but nonetheless, Elon Musk changed the rules, and it seemed to hurt Christopher, who is a huge Amber supporter. Christopher says, Twitter's new API scheme makes it impossible for Bot Sentinel to work, even with the basic paid tier. We are exploring several options that will make it possible for Bot Sentinel to continue working. In the meantime, the Twitter account classifier will be down for a few days. So, okay, he didn't say he's gone for good and gone forever, but this doesn't seem like good news at all. Well, for Christopher. And here are some updated rules. The free version of Twitter includes write-only access to Twitter with the ability to post 1,500 tweets per month, which is what I have. I'm not opposed to paying a little fee. It's just not quite working out right now, but I would if I could. Basic, Twitter's new basic tier will cost $100 per month and will enable the posting of up to 3,000 tweets per month at the user level or 50,000 tweets at the app level. The read limit for this tier is 10,000 tweets per month, and that's what Christopher's saying isn't even working for him. Enterprise. This is for big platforms that make significant use of the Twitter API, and it'll cost accordingly. There are no specifics listed for this category, but reports suggest it will cost upwards of $40,000 per month. I guess they mean for huge corporations and news networks. That's a whole rabbit hole. Not going to get into. I've got mixed feelings on it, but if they're billion-dollar corporations, that's not much money to them. And of course, a ton of Johnny fans pitched in, and everyone seems to be pretty happy about it. They've called Christopher a cry bully, which is pretty interesting because he whines about, of course, things that happen to him, yet blames other people and says what should happen to them for their misinformation and things like that. Thank you, Elon, for stopping Christopher Bowsey. I figured Bowsey's day was coming. Thank you, Elon, for cutting ties with Bowsey's bot Sentinel. I mean, people are thanking Elon personally. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't even know who Christopher was. But okay, I mean, close enough, I guess. He does own the platform. Justice with a pretty ugly gif. I can't tell exactly who that is laughing, but someone laughing. You get a heart, why not? Bowsey and bitter. And the OP of the post says, best tweet of the day. You get a heart too. And Barbara says what I've been saying. Hate to disappoint you, but this is not directed at Bowsey or Bot Sentinel specifically. The API change will impact hundreds of apps that people use and rely on it. Bot Sentinel is only one of many people being impacted. Excuse me, many apps being impacted, and people, you could say. And HRH says they know, but they can still enjoy it. Deb says Bot Sentinel is pointless when it's rigged to suit Chris Bowsey's own narrative, which is correct, because what Bowsey disagrees with always happens to be what the algorithm is saying, where the bots are. It's not a nonpartisan app. It could be, but that's why people complain, is because it seems to always suit what he's saying. And that's about it there. Here's my account, the good old free version, struggling to get 3,000 followers. It's been on 29 something for a long time. Oh well, that's that. So yeah, as I was saying, this is not targeted at Christopher, but it affects him all the like. It's interesting. Let me know what you think down below. Let's do some shout outs. Shout out to Herbie Hill. Thank you so much. Been supporting here a long time. Shout out to PH, also a big supporter here. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And Judy Alexander, who's also supporting here a long time. Thank you so much, Judy. It's appreciated. And if you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't consider it, you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.